All right, hopefully you can follow all this. I've taken this disc and I put a grade 8 bolt in it, 3/4 welded it in place. You still see I still have room to get the tube around it, the square tube. It'll head back my way, and that'll be where the panels are mounted on. So looking like this, the panels will be mounted to the left, the tubing will be right here, and this will be where the pillow block bearing goes. So the thoughts are, since the pillow block bearing has two sides, right? One side has the lock to the shaft, so you don't want to mess with that. Probably leave that to the outside. And this is slightly indented, so I'm really going to need to have a washer that'll mount on this to make sure that it is, you know, the size where it won't get in the way of this thing being able to articulate. If you do that one, I'm scared it's probably going to hit. So what I'm going to do is put a couple washers on to space it off. And then take this side and I'll drop it down. That'll give me the ability to lock this shaft on, not only with a bolt, but I could even do it just with those locking collars. If I do that, then that gives me room, as you can see here, to get around with no problem. So now essentially what will happen long term is I'll most likely lock those things down, but I'm also going to put a nut on this with some thread lock just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And now this thing is whisper quiet. It's smooth. If I had two hands, I'd pick it up and spin the big disc for you. But you can see this thing is just butterly smooth there, which will be basically hardly any rolling resistance at all. That should allow me to mount this dude up on that piece of 3-inch square tubing that's coming up, put a plate on it, mount that on it, and I should be golden. If I need to back away from that some, I can, and even get a longer bolt. Not too late now. I could back off of it as much as probably ½ inch or more and still be fine. Didn't think I need to go any further than that because I want it to be sort of tight tolerances, less room for play and stress.